What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, spending a few minutes of your time here with me today. Today's Monday, and I wanted to go over a trade with you that I took in the London session on oil. Okay. Now, the last few weeks I have been not trading on on Monday and Tuesday. I've been waiting for the backside of the week. But I just so happened to be at the charts for the London session, and I saw all I needed to see in order to take this trade. All right. Now, I've been practicing in the demo, just sort of entering my trades, putting my levels in, adjusting my lot size accordingly, and then walking away, right? And letting the market take me out of the trade instead of me sitting there, staring at the charts and scaring myself out of a trade, right? So I want to go over that trade with you. Here is the, bigger picture on the 5-minute charts. You can see I have some levels marked off. We have the high of the previous week marked off, and these relatively equal highs are marked off. And this is sort of the area here that we're looking for. It could go a little above that, you know what I mean, or whatever. And then this is not the previous week's low, but the week before that, the weekly lows, all right? This entire week right here stayed inside of this little range, right? All of this price movement, it's all inside of this range. This is a consolidated market, right? And so I took note of that. Then when I came to my charts for the London session, right, we've been pumping up back into that high of the week level, right? And then started to give the reversal pattern. And that gave me everything I needed to enter this market, right? And this was my actual position. Okay, I got in, as you can see, right here at that first convincing 5-minute close below the 20-period moving average, right? Right in that bend as this EMA starts to go, from up to down, right? I went ahead and got in there. I got in there quick so I could keep a tight stop loss. My stop loss went right there at the high of the day. And unfortunately, right, I was targeting that 2 weeks ago low, right? But it didn't get down there. And I completely, which this is part of what I'm trying to do, right? But I completely forgot that I got in this trade. I'm so used now to taking Monday and Tuesday off that I totally forgot that I was in this trade even, right? So I didn't come back to the charts and check on this until about noon, right? And by that time, the market had already, come down here, started to go back up, and I ended up closing the trade here, which didn't bother me. This was still over 1,000 pips, okay? This was 1,050 pips on this single trade, and it was all thanks to Trump's Twitter post or his X post, okay? So that's an unscheduled sort of news event. You can't plan for that, all right? Nobody knew that that was going to happen right at 7 o'clock. But just like any other news release, if the news is being released in the New York session, you're going to be waiting until just after that news release. But if you're entering like this in the London session and the news is scheduled in New York, you can either close that trade just before that news release, or you're going to be holding it through the news release, because this is my opinion, right? But the news releases aren't going to change anything fundamentally about the market, okay? All that's going to happen is it's going to speed up what is already in motion, okay? So it's just going to make the trade happen quicker, right? And that's exactly what happened. So this was the easy trade on oil for Monday, starting the week very strong. You know what I'm saying? A beautiful trade. I held this for about 9 hours, right? And that's exactly what I've been working on in the demo account, right? Last week, I took a Tuesday DJ30 trade in the London session, held that for 6 hours. That was my longest held trade ever since I went live. Now it has been eclipsed by this trade, which I held for about 9 hours, right? That's my longest trade ever. And it's a 1,050 pip trade. As far as I can remember, this is probably my best trade as far as pips are concerned, right? That's probably the most pips that I've ever captured in a single trade. And I feel very accomplished about that, right? I'm hitting my stride. I feel like I've been profitably trading for a while now, but that doesn't mean that everything's perfect and I have nothing to improve on. So my goal, my new goal has been to hold my winners, right? And I was successfully able to do this last week and this week. So that demo account practice that I'm putting in is paying off dividends, right? And I'm going to be putting out a video soon about how to effectively use your demo account. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. But I appreciate y'all being here, man. And until next time, I hope you continue to free your mind.